Hello, so welcome to my home once again as we have to stay away from each other at this time. I am Rachel Heisey. I teach at West End Saturday mornings at 7:30 a.m. and I so miss the yogis that come at that hour. So if you're watching, I miss you. I hope you're well. And to everyone who's watching, whether this is going to be live or you're watching it at another time, I just want to say thank you for doing this for yourself. I think we all need to practice ways of self-care and body care during this season that is brand new to all of us. So give yourself this time, however long you practice with me, to just be where you are, to let go of all of the pieces that might be lingering in your mind, and to just breathe. So that's how we're going to start. So take a moment to find your posture. A nice way to do that is lift yourself and then settle your sit bones down and back a bit. You can hug your knees even, and then inhale, reach the crown of the head tall. So it might feel like you're tucking your chin in, but what that does is lengthen the back of your neck. And then take an exhale and melt your shoulders back, as if you're going to hold something between the shoulder blades, opening your heart. And take a breath and feel how long you can. Feel the length all the way up through the crown, and then all the way down through the tail. And take one more deep breath, and you feel your belly pressing against your thighs, and you feel yourself starting to expand. And then gently cross your ankles and come to an easy pose where your knees drop in. And take your shoulders back again, so if they rounded forward, bring them back. And then like a little smile in the collarbones, you almost lift the edges, add some space. And then take one hand, and if you want, you can place it on your heart, and one deep on your belly. And start to feel your breath. Another option would just be if you want to have your hands open, just to feel a little more receptive with letting go, if you feel like you've been holding on tight. And as you breathe, I want you to focus on moving your belly. Breathe in a way that helps your belly extend and your lungs go deep and down below your belly button. And then as you exhale, really press it out. Feel your core engage. And maybe as you exhale, you can also feel yourself lift up through the crown again, so you keep that length. And then inhale. And as you breathe in, start to add length everywhere, all the little points that in your stressful season maybe got smaller and tender. As you inhale, imagine expanding, giving space. And then as you exhale, try to hold that space and also lengthen up. So a few more breaths, using them however it feels best for you. Throughout the entire practice, there's no right way. You can change it, you can take breaks, go strong, pull back. I encourage you to listen to your body and what you need. So one more deep breath, see if you can loosen and expand. And then exhale and elongate. And then gently let your hands fall to your knees. And something I know gets tight during stressful times can be our neck or shoulders. So I thought we would just open them for a moment and relax. So let your ear fall to one shoulder, breathe in. And then exhale and round your chin down, and go slow, let your neck really open up. And then breathe in and take your ear to the opposite shoulder. So we're just going to warm up. We're going to start slow because our body at stressful times might need a little extra care, a little extra attention. So you can go at your own pace. This doesn't have to be as slow or as long as I'm going. I want you to match your breath to help your body feel connected with your mind. You can keep bringing the shoulders back. Feel like they fall forward, helping your body remember posture, remember opening, and that confident holding of space. Last one. And then keep your ear to that shoulder, and I want you to take your opposite hand and walk it away. So what that does is it helps stretch out your neck on that side. And then this hand you can put to the mat, You can just place on your head. So you're not going to pull at all. It's just a little gentle touch, a little care. And then you can keep walking your opposite fingers away. And take a few breaths into that. And to maintain posture, I want you to think about taking your shoulders back, hugging something between your shoulder blades, and at the same time, hug your lower shoulder blade. It's going to keep you nice and wide and tall. And then a couple deep breaths. As you hold, scan your body, and if anything is tight that doesn't have to be, could you relax that space? Could you let that go? One more breath. Give yourself time. And then gently let that go. Here comes to the other shoulder. And walk your fingertips away, the opposite hand. And then the same side hand, you just lay on top. And then find your posture again. Shoulders back. Lowest rib in. And keep thinking about the back of your head reaching up. So you might feel that in your core, because you have to elongate all the way from the base. And walk your fingers. And then a couple more deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. We're going to turn to the side to come to a down dog. So take a moment and bring your feet back, hips high. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, let your heart come toward the earth. We're going to find our posture here to start. So you might want to bend your knees so the tailbone can lift up and back. And then take your shoulder blades to touch. And at the same time, bring that lowest rib in, just like you just practiced. Yeah. And then lengthen the crown of the head away. And take a deep exhale. I want you to breathe down into your hands. So feel your base. And now can you spread the weight between each finger and between each hand. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, push your hands down so much you feel your hips lift. So I want you to feel the connection as you lengthen from your wrist to your tailbone. It almost feels like shrugging your shoulders. One more deep breath in. And then start to play. Bend one knee, extend the opposite ankle. You can go side to side. You can even wiggle a little bit. Hip side to side, heart side to side. What would feel great for your body? Give yourself time to be heard, to be felt. There's no right answer for what you need. Just one more breath or two. And then exhale, come back to center. And I want you to take 2 breaths. Will you just relax? Can you watch your ribs? Can you feel them open? And then in your mind, feel them close and soften. So one more like that. And if down dog is ever too much, just drop your knees, send your hips back, and you can rest in child's pose or puppet pose. And then a nice deep breath in. And exhale, walk your feet to your hands and let yourself relax. And you can shake it out a bit. Yes and no. Roll the shoulders. Keep a soft bend in your knees to protect the joint. And then a couple more breaths where you just shimmy around. Letting gravity tug at your spine to open your vertebrae a little more deeply. And let go of all that tension. Let it roll off your back that you've been holding. Inhale. And exhale, bend your knees, lift your eyes. And then breathe in and rise up, pushing down through the feet to rise. So feel how you're connected from the feet all the way up to your fingertips. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, we'll find our mountain. So I want you to take your hands to your heart. And then into your feet. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes and think about your feet. Take a nice deep breath in. And then can you push the outer edge of your foot down? Inhale. And then even that out with pushing down the ball of the foot and the inner heel. And just feel the weight spread in your feet. And then soften your knees. We're going to bring that length and spreading up through. So feel your tailbone go down. At the same time you feel like you're opening your pelvis forward. So I want you to feel how your core engages to do that. And then from your tail going down, the crown of the head lifts up. Take a nice deep breath in. and knit together the lowest ribs. It's going to feel like your upper abs started to engage. And then shoulder blades touch behind. And take 2 cleansing breaths. So on the inhale, feel like you're bringing in new air, new light. And on the exhale, you're letting go of whatever is holding you back or weighing you down. And just one more breath like that. Breathe in, renew. And then let go of whatever is making you tight. And take a moment and just choose to focus on what you need. Scan down your body and see if you can choose an intention with this day, with this time. Is there something that your body, or your spirit, your heart, and your mind is longing for? And take a moment to just let that bubble up. And then for the next few moments as you practice, I want you to keep coming back to that as your intention. Allow it to serve you. So take a nice deep breath in, breathing in your intention, focusing on it. And then let everything else go, and let's start to flow. Inhale and reach up. So lengthen. Feel the tail going down, knees soft, crown up. And exhale, dive down. So knees are going to bend, heart will open, and relax towards the back. Hands come to your shins or under the toes. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, roll up. And exhale, let yourself go. Knees bend, and step back the leg farthest from you. So the one closest to me is bent. I want you to line up your knee over your ankle or bring it closer to you. So you just want to avoid the knee going farther forward from your ankle. So you have 90 and relax. And then start to breathe. So I want you to feel your ground again. And you spread the weight in the foot in front, and then all 5 toes in back. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, empowering your feet, I want you to think about lengthening. So your knee, I want you to take your whole femur and just reach it forward in your mind. So feel like you're actively opening that knee forward. At the same time, you think about lengthening your back. So you're lengthening these 2 points, your knee and your back. And then I want you to add to that. Can you lengthen the crown of the head forward? So hopefully you'll feel your low abs when you do that. So one more deep breath in, lengthen. And then let it go. We're going to inhale, reach the arm closest to me up, so the one where the knee is bent. And then reach forward. So when you think about length, shoulders back, heel reaching away. A lot of times when we're tight, we kind of close out. I just want you to think about lengthening. And now as we twist this way, I also want you to think about twisting the hip behind and that long leg out to the side. So I want you to twist it the opposite direction from your arm. So you almost spin it out. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, bring it down. So knees soft, step back to your down dog or child's pose, and take a breath. Exhale and find your hands. Can you spread the weight between them again, bending your knees, lifting your tail, opening your heart. And then find your length. So is there anywhere right now where you feel closed up? And could you take a few breaths to lengthen that space? So that leg that's farthest away from me, I want you to lift it up. And just let yourself find a 3-legged dog. So we're lengthening both feet. The one where the heel's going down, softly, and the one where your toe is up. Press into your hands, lengthen all the way from your wrist to that toe. Breathe in. And then exhale and bring it down. Nice deep breath in and out. We're going to come to plank. So inhale and draw your body forward. So you can be on your knees or lifted. I want you to take your shoulders back once again. And then lengthen, crown of the head forward to tailbone back. So how much space can you make through your low back? Inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower the whole way. So you go as slow as you want. It's going to be a little more challenging the slower you go. And then toes go back, chin tucks. So bring your shoulders to kiss behind. And then inhale, lift up to baby cobra. So when we do this pose, hands are purely for balance. I want you to think about strengthening the back of your body. So take a nice deep breath in, thinking about lifting to the crown, chin gently tucked for a long neck, and then exhale and just let that go, let yourself rest. One more time, inhale and lift up, toes on the mat, deep breath, and exhale, let it go. So tuck the toes, push and pull back to your down dog or child's pose, and take a nice deep cleansing breath. So we're going to add on to that three-legged dog. So knees soft. I want you to take that same leg, so the one farthest from me, lift it up, and then bend your knee, flex your foot, and send it closer to me. So you're going to cross your body. And what that's going to do is open up your hip. And I want you to find some alignment in the leg that you can see, the one that's down on the mat. Can you lengthen and line up your ankle, and then line up your toes, and then think about squeezing the outside of your butt in the air to lift that knee up. Yes. One more deep breath in, you've got it. And then exhale and bring your knee to your nose and then down to your lunge. So that might be really tough for some people, so I want you to bring your knee back down. And you can use your hand to walk this foot until it gets to where you want it to be. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. So line up your knee and then your ankle, or bring it closer to you. And back knee can lift to heel. Shoulders bone to kiss behind. Nice deep breath, lengthen, crown to heel. And take a few breaths. When you scan your body, did anything get tight? Is there anything that you could lengthen, that you could open, that you could inhale more space into? One more deep exhale. And then take the hand farthest from me, that's near that bent knee. I want you to lift it up and over your head. So we're creating that same long line. Lengthen fingertips to back knee. And a nice deep breath in. And let it go. And can you roll the shoulders back. And try to lengthen your knees and line them up with your toes on both sides. One more deep breath in. And exhale, hand comes down. This time, knees bend and step forward. So you're back to your forward fold. And let yourself relax. You can shake it out again. Or if you like, try bending your elbows, hugging them, and let yourself relax. So the more you breathe out, the more you might be able to lengthen your body. So I want you to give that a try. Take another breath and see if you can exhale and get a little bit deeper. And then let it go. Knees bend, eyes lifted, inhale the whole way up and reach. So if you like a little back bend, I want you to take your tailbone back so there's enough space for your low back to lift and then expand. And take a couple deep breaths in and out. Let your body open. And then exhale, hands to heart. And we'll find our mountain again. So it's okay if we walk out of alignment. That's why we keep coming back to it. We create a new muscle memory. So find your feet. Push down all toes, inner heel, outer heel. And then tailbone and crown are the 2 points I want you to lengthen. And hugging in that front side of your ribs. And take a few deep breaths. Can you feel soft and yet open and long? And scan your body for anything that's tight. And you take just another breath to provide some comfort and some softening to that space. And then when you're ready, remember your intention. Inhale, reach up with the umami. And exhale, dive as if you're embodying it. What would this feel like? This whole practice. Hands to shins or under the toes and lengthen with the umami. Breathe in. And exhale, let yourself relax. Knees bend, so now it's the foot that's closest to me. I want you to step that back. So we're just doing the opposite side. Shoulders come back to touch. And we find ourselves in this low lunge again. So find that line alignment where your knee is over your ankle. Nice deep breath. And then take one more and see if you can lengthen. And if you want to lighten like I've been doing, just practice with your strength. Your legs, can they hold you? And then we're going to bring our back foot down for warrior one feet. So the back foot comes in until the heel touches. And inhale and rise up. And exhale, bend into the front knee. So sometimes your knee might go over your ankle, so just want you to be careful of that. Hold your knee right above the ankle and move farther. Shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale, take your hands behind, clasp them, and let your heart open. Again, a lot of this season, we might end up tightening, so I just want you to give space, some opening. Ground the back outer edge of your foot, the front outer edge, balls of the feet, and then stretch. And take a couple deep breaths in and out, and one more. And keep the strength in your legs as you inhale and reach up. And exhale, lower down, back heel lifts. Knees bend, step back to down dog. And relax. Let go. So maybe your body wants to drop the knees. Maybe you want to find something calmer. Take a breath and just relax. Knees soft. The leg closest to me is going to lift for three-legged dog. So I want you to lengthen again. So pressing down your palms, softening the knee that's on the ground, and lengthening from your wrist to your toes. So push down into the hands, shoulders come back. Nice deep breath. And take a breath. Just let anything roll off your spine that you don't want to hold on to. Inhale. And exhale, bring that foot down, knees soft, and inhale forward to plank. So you could drop your knees again or come to your toes. Find a place where you can bring your shoulders together behind. I know it feels odd when you want to push the ground away, but then our alignment isn't as supportive to us. So just find your shoulders, hug the ribs in, and then lengthen, crown to tail. Feel your strength. Take a breath. And then exhale, slowly lower. This time, if you want, just halfway. And then inhale up to up dog. So that's your other option. Or baby cobra again. So in up dog, your feet are down. Your shoulders are still kissing behind. And you're lengthening your tailbone away from the crown. Yes, open your collarbones. Nice deep breath in. And exhale back to your down dog. And relax. So maybe you want to drop the knees, find your child's pose, your puppy pose, anything that's going to serve your body well. Take a cleansing breath, watch your ribs relax. The leg that's closest to me once again, so it's that same leg. I want you to lift it high, and this time we're bending our knee, flexing our foot, and taking it away from us. So we're just on our opposite side as we were last time. So press into your hands, that's going to help ground and center them. And then lift up into the outside of the knee behind you. So can you feel the squeeze that happens in your glutes? And then I want you to look at that grounded leg and align your knee with the midline of your toes. So your toes, ankle, knee, all in one line. Yes, feel your strength, you got it. One more deep breath in. And exhale, bring your knee to your nose, and then put that foot down, and we'll find our lunge. So again, you can use your hands to get to that space. There's no rush. It's all about what your body needs, taking your time. And we start with a few breaths. Shoulders back, and recenter. Scan your body, did anything get tight? And just let yourself relax that space. And then where you're at, back foot, we're going to step it in. Find the heel on your mat. And then when you're ready, lift up. And you can recenter again, so find somewhere where your feet are down and you feel like you can ground into the mat. And then exhale, feel yourself push down to the outer edges of the feet. And shoulders come back. Knees align with the toes. And a nice deep breath. See if you can lengthen the crown of the head up. Tail down, inhale, and exhale, hands come back, and let's give ourselves a heart opener. And just breathe, maintain your length, see if you can lift up the crown, And stand down your body. Is anything tight? That doesn't have to be. You let it go. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Find the strength in your legs and inhale, reach up. And then exhale, hands come to the mat. And we're going to find pyramid pose. We want you to take the back foot in until you feel like your legs are parallel and in line with your hip bones. Soften your knees. Inhale. And then exhale, take your tailbone back, crown of the head forward. And I want you to relax so you can round if you like. Soften your knees. Sometimes you want to hyperextend, so just be careful of that. And then let yourself breathe. Focus on lengthening the outside of your legs. So that might feel like taking your hips back and lengthening your head forward. Nice deep breath. One more, finding care in the larger muscles that take time. And then revolving that, I want you to take your hand the same side as that leg, so you're going to turn to me, and inhale and lift up. So we're in a revolved pyramid. So take your back hip back, and then lift up through your heart. Shoulders roll back. Nice deep breath. Lengthening your arms. So if this is going to be too much stress for your arm, just let yourself rest, and that might also be an option just for a little extra comfort, because you can touch your body that way. And to make it an intense stretch, I want you to think about taking your hips back as you ground your heel down and lengthen the crown forward. So if you do all those things, you're going to create an intense outer leg stretch, shoulders back. And find your breathing. And more deep breath in. And then let it go. And so we can keep looking towards each other. Just walk your hands to the other side of the mat. And we'll find our pyramid pose. So I want you to reposition your feet until you feel like you're parallel with your hips again and you feel grounded. And then take a nice deep breath in and lengthen the crown of the head away from your hips. Soften. And then exhale if you like, you can and line up again. Can you line up your knees with your ankles and the midline of your toes? And if you want to make it a little more intense, think about taking your hip back and head forward. Shoulders back. And as you breathe, remember the first few breaths that we breathe. And can you make them as deep as that? Can you allow the oxygen to go all throughout your body? One more deep breath. And then soften as it inhale, lengthen your heart center up. And exhale, turn towards me once again. So you're turning towards this leg right beneath you. I want you to take the back hip back, so that's just going to keep you from tilting your pelvis too much. And then shoulders come back, heart opens. And again, this might be a lot to reach, to twist, to hold. So if you want, you can rest your arm and provide a little extra care and comfort. And breathe. Can you lengthen the crown? And you take the tailbone back. Nice deep breath. And now with each breath, what can you comfort? What needs your eyes and attention? One more inhale. And then exhale, hands come down. We're going to bend our knees and scoop your back leg into sit. So we're going to lengthen the back of our body a little more. So I want you to take your feet out and then use your hands to walk your sit legs back. And first you can just sit tall, so chest open, shoulders back. And then take one leg and cross it over the other. So you have one foot on top of the other. Let's put this way so it's easy. And then inhale and lengthen. And exhale, I want you to spill over your legs. So feel how that's going to create a long stretch on the outsides of your legs. And if you think you have more length, you can walk your sit bones back again. And then just breathe. So with each exhale, I want you to allow yourself to completely melt in the and watch your breath. Watch the way your ribs rise and fall. And find the steadiness, the unchanging presence, care, fluidity. When everything is uncertain, it can be healing to come back to our breath. And then gently inhale and rise up. We're going to undo our feet, take our hands back and lift our hearts. You can stay here. This is a great heart opener. If you want to rise up into a reverse plank, I want you to line up the soft part of your elbow and the webbing between your thumb and first finger, and then inhale and lift. And so here, lengthen once again, so crown of the head away from the tail, and open your heart. Shoulders touch behind. One more deep breath in. Feel the power and strength in your opening. And then exhale and bring it down. Use your hands again. Guide your sit bones back. And then opposite foot is going to go on top this time. So I want you to lift one leg and place it on top. And then we're going to lengthen. Inhale. And exhale, spill forward and let yourself relax. Maybe you'll wiggle the hips back again. And just settle in. We can work so hard and our minds can always be on. So give yourself the grace of a moment to turn on. And with each breath, just to allow the lengthening to come in. One more deep breath. And then gently push it up. And exhale, shoulders back. So I want you to be able to put the feet together, just like you're closing a book. So the knees are going to come out wide. And here, instead of bringing them nice and close to your body, I want you to lengthen them a little farther away. So inhale, lift up. And then exhale, come over, almost as if you're making like a turtle shell, coming over. And this just gives a nice release to the low back. And it feels a little more open, a little more releasing and stressful tone. So take deep breaths. And let yourself relax into it for a moment. And maybe drop in the question of what needs cared for right now in your body. And then choose to take a couple more breaths to provide that care that you need. Inhale, and exhale, lengthen the leg that's farthest from you and bring the one closest to you. And then inhale and reach up, same side arm as your bent knee. And exhale, slide down your long leg. So I want you to ground into your hip, and that's going to help you lift and lengthen. And shoulders come back, and a nice deep breath. So with each exhale, ground into your outer hip and soften towards your long leg. One more deep breath. And then inhale, lift up. That hand's going to go down, and if you want, we're going to use our bent knee to lift up and reach back. Nice long stretch from your wrist to your grounded toes. Shoulders back, inhale, and exhale, come down to the mat. And we'll switch. So you just turn to the other side. So you're going to bend your opposite leg in and lengthen. So same side as your bent knee. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, slide. Shoulders come back, and ground into your outside hip. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, can you ground that outer hip and soften? And you're seeing where you can take it. Your breath does help, so see if you can inhale, and then soften and ground on it. 2 more breaths. See how long you can make your outer side and move your leg beneath. And then breathe in, reach up. And exhale, that hand comes down. And if you want to rise, push into your grounded knee and lift back. So lengthen again, toes to rest, shoulders come back. And breathe with as much energy as you can give it. Really allow yourself to feel the joy and opening. And then gently come on down. And we're going to slide ourselves down to the mat. So make sure that you have the room. If you want, you can grab a sweater. And then slowly lay back. So if you want to use your core, what you're going to do is round your tailbone. And then with your hands helping the hold in the thighs, just roll down inch by inch. And then once you're down, you can let yourself lengthen. So point your toes, point your fingers, just like you woke up for the day. I want you to lengthen your ribs. And then let yourself relax. Coming back to alignment, I want you to roll your shoulders underneath your body. And then lengthen one leg up. Hold beneath that leg and draw it in. So if you want, the other leg can be long as well. Take a nice big ankle support. And then relax and let go of effort. Again, you can go down. So in this time, I want you to just be cared for. Simply receive the stretch. And then keeping with the length, your opposite hand, put it on the hip that's grounded. Keep your hip down as you let your leg open. So you can just hold it by bringing your elbow to the mat and then catching your leg. If you like to hold your toe, you could rather do that. And then just breathe. And we're going to go to the opposite side. So I want you to lift it up. Then take your thumb from that same side and tuck it into your hip and hold it in place. And then flex your foot and only point your toes across your body. So I want you to keep this hip down. And as you do, how far can you take your heel over your body? So it might only be an inch or so. But I want you to feel it's a stretch that might run from all the way up here down through your IT band. Yeah, so I want you to keep that hip down. Open your shoulders, nice deep breath. And then exhale and bend your knee. You can tuck your toes behind the opposite leg and give yourself a twist. So this time you will let your hip lift, your knee's going to go over. You can even open up the opposite arm. And just relax. Let yourself go. Nice deep breath. Each exhale really helps in the twist. It's like hugging your inner organs, giving them a massage. And one more deep breath, letting go. And then we're going to reverse. So before we do, let that knee just flop open to give your hip a little release. Now we'll switch. So reset, shoulders come back, hips feel like they're even, and then take the other leg up and bring it in. Bring it in for roll both directions. And then soften and let go of all force. Simply allow yourself to receive a stretch. Nice softening, give it breath and movement. Can you watch your inhales and exhales here? Stay with that calming. We're going to take it open first. So the opposite hand goes on your hip, holds it in place, and then you just catch your leg out to the side. And breathe. So this is more of your inner thigh stretch. Nice deep breath. Shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale, bring it up to center. So your same side as that leg, your thumb is going to come into your hip. You're going to hold it down. And then take your toes over your body, but don't move. And then see if you can keep your hip on the ground as you bring that heel over ever so slightly. So it might only be an inch or two until you feel an intense outer leg stretch. So right through the IT band. And just breathe. Try to relax on your jaw and your neck. Everything is connected, so the softer we are, the more it helps us soften everything. Nice deep And then when you're ready, inhale and exhale, bend your knee, tip your toes behind the other leg, and allow yourself to twist. So this hip's going to lift, knee's going to cross, and if you want your arm to open. And ground both shoulders. You can look away from your bent knee, softening and breathing. And then bring both knees in and hug them nice and tight. So that's going to center out your spine again. So you can lift your hips, lift your head, and then gently bring that back down. So we're going to do that a couple more times. You can hold on to your shins or your toes for joyful child. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. And then exhale and let it go. And one more, breathing in, lift, use your core, lift your hips, lift your head. And then exhale. If you want a happy baby, you can take your knees outside and then just hold your outer step or your instep. Nice deep breath. Feel this open your hips and relax through your inner legs. And then gently bring the knees together. So we're going to get ready just to relax for a few minutes, let our bodies rebuild. After every time you do something strenuous, the after part is when your cells rebuild and make you stronger. And the same is true for our minds. When we practice letting go, it's building pathways in our minds that strengthen calm and surrender. So let's do that. So if it helps your low back, you can lock your knees together and have your feet separated. If you like for Shavasana, your legs are out. You can be in any position you want. And I find that it's a little more comforting if you want to place your hands on your body. So for Shavasana, so you have your hands out. So first you could start that way, thumbs out, lift and tuck your shoulders. That's just going to open your chest. But then for added comfort and for help for your breath, take one hand low below your belly button and breathe until you feel it move. And then the other hand, right below the left side of your chest, and you might be able to feel your heart. Just allow yourself to find those rhythms for a moment. And see if you can exhale and relax into the ground. Feel how it's holding you, and so as your body is holding. And with each breath, I want you to melt, become a little heavier into the ground. And using your awareness, become aware of every sound that you hear. As if you're just watching it, you're just letting it pass through your mind. Just watching the sounds as if watching a cloud. As soon as you're aware of a new sound, you're like, oh, just be aware. You're the clear blue sky behind it. And then find your breath again, rise and fall, not altering it, just watching it. And then see if you can relax, practice that melding again. And come inside your body and scan from the crown of your head all the way down, soften, so that your eyes soften, your cheekbones and jaw. Breathe and let your shoulders melt back and your neck relax. Breathe and let your whole heart and belly feel wide and spacious. Breathe and let your back down. Breathe and ground your hips and glutes, letting them spread and open. Breathe down through your arms and your legs, allowing them to feel heavy and relaxed. And then take your mind back to your breath. And notice every nuance, every moment of the lift, the pause, and then the switch, and every moment of the fall. Over and over, watch your breath for just a moment. And when thoughts and feelings come in, it's okay. I want you to treat them just like you did sound. Just let them pass, as if they're a cloud for the next few moments. Coming back to the clear blue sky of your awareness on your breath. there anything in your body, in your spirit, that really needs care? Can you take a few breaths just to give it the honor that it needs? Choose your intentions and speak words of care, that you will care for that space within you. You see it and you care. And then is there any space within you that feels like it wants to be a little more open, a little longer, a little more free? Can you send a few breaths of opening, freedom, of lengthening to that space? And then take one more breath of just holding this moment. Where you feel open, long, spacious, like you're showing up with care and compassion and presence through your movement. And then choosing to breathe in again so you can embody it with you throughout the rest of your days. Start to wake up your fingers and toes. You'll start to move them. And then noticing your ankles. Still maintaining that presence, that openness, that length, and compassion. You know what would feel great for your body next? Sometimes you might want to lengthen. Sometimes you might want to hug. Both knees, one knee, you could rock. Good windshield wipers, and do a few more movements. And then in your own time, you can roll to one side. They say that the right side calms you and the left side lets you wake up. And then feel the ground. Maybe you want to cradle your head. And just feel how you're completely held. You don't have to hold yourself up. So take a moment to just be held. Soften into it. One more deep breath, remembering your intention to bring it with you. And then press up to sit. Thank you for watching this for yourself, doing this for your body and your mind. The stronger you are, the stronger you are. So keep bringing yourself back to a place of lengthening and opening and feeling yourself. So let's finish together. Namaste. Thank you. Be well, be safe, and keep checking back the West End yoga page for updates because we're constantly changing in the season. We look forward to seeing you in person again someday soon. Take care.